Good morning and greetings in this Epiphany season from Northumbria, where the snow has now melted, although it remains quite cold. Today we commemorate, during this week of prayer for Christian unity, Wulfstan. Wulfstan was Bishop of Worcester and was the last of the Saxon bishops. His bishopric spanned 1066, the Norman conquest. And he was actually one of the first bishops to swear his allegiance to William the Conqueror after the Norman invasion. And you could think, oh yes, an astute political figure appointed by Saxon kings who quickly changed his position to keep his job. This would be to ignore many of the achievements of Wulfstan. Coming from this Saxon background, he was a faithful monk, the prior of the community at Worcester, and combined this with the role of Bishop of Worcester. It said he was one of the most astute and conscientious bishops, one of the first bishops in England to complete a complete visitation of his diocese, visiting every parish and church, working to reform monasticism and to strengthen and empower the secular clergy, those who were not monastics and who worked in the parishes. He's also attributed with the achievement of ending the slave trade between the then Diocese of Worcester, which went down as far as Bristol, and ending a slave trade that existed between his diocese and Ireland, where the Vikings ruled, where people were sold into slavery. And he is said persuaded the merchants of Bristol that this was an immoral activity and thus ended that slave trade. It said he had a regular habit of washing the feet of 12 of his parishioners as a sign of service. All of this makes for a man who achieved much in his life and who died in that service. And so as we think, as we are at the moment, of the role of bishops in the church, we think of this servant bishop who did much to improve the lot of monastics, of secular clergy, and of the people of his diocese, was a serious follower of Jesus and sought to make sure that his discipleship affected the way he lived. We give thanks for him. We continue to pray for his successor, the present Bishop of Worcester, John Inge, and for all bishops, particularly at this difficult time, that their ministry may above all reflect the love and compassion of Jesus Christ, that they may speak wisely, act with compassion, and proclaim Christ's love to all people in the world. And so we continue to pray for Ukraine and Iran, Afghanistan, and all the places of suffering in our world. And we continue to lift our health and emergency services, giving thanks for the selfless dedication of those who work in them, and praying for a resolution to the crisis. May God bless us all.